They thought the moment Donald Trump left the White House, their problems were going to be over. Well, they were mistaken. Donald Trump is too big to be ignored, as is evident from the relentless coverage of the pro-Democrat media. And Donald Trump left behind some extraordinary men and women who are now not letting Joe Biden have a free pass. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. And I'm Atul Mishra, the founder of the TFI Media Group. In this video, I will tell you about some superheroes in America who are constantly reminding Biden of the lines he dare not cross. Donald Trump had, in his 4 years in office, choked the American deep state, which is why in 2020, the man was waging a lone battle against the jobless American establishment, which temporarily seems to have prevailed. Joe Biden, the eternal deep state stooge who happens to be the current president of the United States, is making it his sole agenda to revive the relevance of vested interest groups, war lobbies, and radical leftists. After all, it is with their blessings that the septuagenarian is occupying the Oval Office. However, Donald Trump's team of Avengers is proving to be an eyesore for the slow and lethargic 46th president. From across the Indo-Pacific, Middle East to Washington DC and throughout the United States, Donald Trump had ensured that patriots occupy public offices and serve the people of America. Now Joe Biden has taken to purging American patriots instead of appointing his own stooges and proxies to important posts. This is due to the resistance which Biden's mindless policies are facing from American patriots and Trump appointees, and also perhaps owing to the pressure being exerted by the deep state, which is back to business. In their hearts, however, Biden and his coterie very well know what Donald Trump was doing for America and its people was right all along. It is for this very reason that the Federal Communications Commission on Friday designated 5 Chinese companies on posing a threat to national security. The FCC said that the companies included Huawei Technologies, ZTE Corp, Hytera Communications Corp, Hangzhou Hikvision Digital Technology, and Zhejiang Dahua Technology. Interestingly, the acting FCC person, Jessica Rosenworcel, is a Biden appointee and a Democrat. Do you, by the way, remember how the Biden campaign and the man himself were relentlessly going on about healing the country until recently? Well, as part of that healing, Joe Biden has started a purge within the US government and is firing all officials who do not toe his line or do not match up to his standards of ideological degeneracy. This is in complete contestation of the law, which is why he has already been sued as president by a Trump appointee who he fired from the Council of the Administrative Conference of the United States. Roger Severino has revealed that the White House Presidential Personnel Office asked him to resign by Wednesday afternoon. The suit filed by Severino also details how at least 3 other members of the council were asked to pack their stuff and leave the advisory board immediately. Meanwhile, Sharon Gustafson, serving on the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the federal agency that investigates workplace sex discrimination and retaliation, was asked by Joe Biden's office to resign, a proposal she rightfully turned down. This was followed by the Office of Presidential Personnel telling Gustafson in an email that she would be terminated effective end of the day last Friday. Her fault? That she was appointed to the commission during Donald Trump's presidency. Soon after taking the oath, Biden installed roughly 1,000 high-level officials in about a quarter of all of the available political appointee jobs in the federal government, via what is being called America's biggest Zoom call so far. Countless individuals have been fired for their ideological leanings by the Biden administration. Such is the magnitude of dismissals being seen within the federal government that listing all of them would take us forever. While many are resigning under duress and making their woes known, a sea of others is simply leaving offices quietly, fearing negative coverage from a co-opted media, which on a daily basis makes its love known for President Biden and his insane policies. Meanwhile, there are also the likes of USA's Indo-Pacific Command Chief Admiral Philip Davidson, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves, and the Governor of Florida Ron DeSantis, who are making life hell for Joe Biden. While the Indo-Pacific Command Chief ensures that Biden follows the Trump-era Indo-Pacific policy on anti-China activism like an obedient schoolboy, the governors of states like Florida, Texas, and Mississippi are ensuring that the president and his administration are not able to curb the liberties of people in their states. So while Biden is evidently sacking helpless individuals whom he can, others who will not tolerate the president's high-handedness are being steered clear of by the White House. A wise decision, to say the least. At least there are still some superheroes in America who constantly remind Biden of the lines he dare not cross.